Hello and welcome. I'm Reverend Rick Beatty, and it's a joy for me as the senior minister here at Unity of Royal Oak to bring you this midweek connection. It's hard to believe as Memorial Weekend is done and we're almost to June. So much going on. Before I get to sharing the daily word with you, I want to invite you to connect to us on our website, unityroyaloak.org. There's a lot of information on our website. You can get to all of our streams from the website. You can also do it from going to our YouTube channel and searching for Unity of Royal Oak. Our calendar has all of the events. We'll be at Ferndale Pride this coming Saturday, a bunch of us, and then Sunday I'll be headed out to Unity Village for a few days to witness several friends of mine. Our April Ellenberg, who is our youth director, or has been our youth director for 10 years. She's helping me get a coordinator on board, and she's being ordained. Anicia Blake, who leads our Zumba on Wednesday nights. Anicia is also affiliated with Renaissance Unity, and I love the fact that she supports both churches beautifully with her skills. And then Linda LaCroix, the spiritual leader out at Unity of Lake Orion, she's being ordained. I grew up in Lake Orion. It's always been a place close to my heart. And actually, at one point, I thought I would end up the minister there, but God had other plans, and I'm grateful for the way it's all worked out. And my dear friend Lisa Lee, she and I worked together when I was the youth director at Renaissance Unity many years ago. And she is now the spiritual leader, soon to be the senior minister, at Unity of Las Vegas. All right. So I'm playing some music from Chris Collins. It's music for meditation, and it doesn't record. There's no royalty, no copyright. So I want to share with you the daily word reading for today, Wednesday, May 27, 2026. The key word or the theme is protected. And I affirm, secure in my faith, I feel protected by the strength of God within. To know that I have God's protection gives me a lasting feeling of security and confidence. Even if scary moments or dangerous situations arise, I can claim divine protection and remain steady and calm. That's kind of like standing in the center of the storm and telling the sea to be still. Stay to the storm. Peace, be still. When I pray, I include my loved ones and all of God's creation in my prayers, affirming for them that God's protective power shelters and protects them. As I do this, I rest in the awareness that worldly conditions are temporary, and the peace and strength of God are my eternal protection. And boys, at that last paragraph there, speaking to our times, I rest in the awareness that worldly conditions are temporary. There is so much going on, it makes my head spin. And the way that I deal with it is to not allow myself to overload on it, but to keep myself centered and grounded in my faith and in these principles that I've been practicing for more than 50 years now, and earnestly for the last 30, indeed. And the Bible verse for today is from Psalm 18:2. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield, and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. May God write these words into all of our hearts. So let's remind ourselves that meditation is simply a turning away from the outer world and to the inner world. So, and I'm at home today as I get ready to do some events this evening. So this was the best place to record today. So we're going to begin to take that plunge, that turn within, by taking 3 deep breaths together. Breathing in, hold it, sigh it out. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, breathing from the bottom of your lungs to the top. Breathe in, hold it, sigh it out. And one more. Breathe in, hold it, sigh it out. And now let your breathing take its normal cadence, its normal tempo. Don't hurry it, don't slow it. And let us follow the next breath we have inward. You can close your eyes, have them open, softly focused. You could be seated, lying down on the floor on the yoga mat, in your recliner, wherever is comfortable for you. Wherever is comfortable. We take this moment to allow ourselves to open our minds and hearts to all that is. In Unity we teach that there's only one presence and one power in all of the universe. And that one presence and power includes all of us and everything, all things, all beings. If there are aliens out there, it includes them too, because they're thinking the same thing about us. Just allow the waves in the background to carry you to a place that's warm and summery. We're finally getting warm here in Michigan, so sorry. And I'm ready for sure. Let's spend a few moments just in communion with God as you understand God to be, whatever words you use. They're the perfect words. And at this time, I invite you to read my shirt. I love this shirt. I stand for love. At this moment in time, I invite you to call to mind any person or situation, circumstance that you would like to have some prayer for or about. Could be you, could be your partner. I know that someone who regularly watches this, her husband, is going to be having surgery soon. So we hold them in prayer. And I know many people who have got a process of treatment they're involved in right now. Treatment for all kinds of cancer and other challenges. So we know that right where each of us are, God is the very life that lives us. Pray with me. God of love and joy and mercy, peace and power, We open our hearts and minds to all that you are, because we know that as you are, we are. And we know there is within us what we need to heal ourselves. To use these principles, speak love and live love and all the things that we know to do. Be intentional about what we focus our mind's energy on. For we know that energy flows where attention goes, and where energy flows, things become manifest. And we pray for our beloved country, all of its elected officials. We pray for our beloved world. And we know that here in the U.S., we also pray for our democracy, that it remains strong, standing on our founding documents, the Declaration of Independence, and then I'm having trouble thinking of the word. Our Bill of Rights and our Constitution. I knew it was a C word. That was a senior moment. You just witnessed it. And I'm not going to edit it out because it takes too long. So we affirm for us, each other, that there is wisdom available to all of our elected officials, and if they'll open their minds up to it, they will be guided in how to emerge from this very divisive time we live in here in the U.S. And we pray for all those people affected around the world by conflicts of every kind, whether the U.S. is involved or not. And we pray for the Middle East and for the lessening of tensions. And we do all of this by holding the world in love, knowing that there is something bigger and better for all of us. Friends, remember that the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. All is well. Namaste.